Hey guys, what's going on? It's a Silent Reviews here coming at you guys with my Royal Rumble prediction video. I'm brought Daniel back.
Yep.
And today we're just gonna give you our predictions for the Royal Rumble starting next week. It's gonna be a great pay-per-view.
I'm excited.
There's so many incredible matches announced. A lot of dream matches.
Yeah.
So let's get started.
All right. So let's take a look at the first match, which is going to be the
Cruiserweight Championship match. Is a fatal four-way. They've never done a fatal four-way Cruiserweight Championship match.
It's going to be. It has a possibility of being match of the night, depending on how the Royal Rumble goes.
It depends, yeah.
But I think it should be pretty good.
Yeah, because ever since the Cruiserweight division dropped back, all the title matches have always been one-on-one matches. I guess Drake Maverick said he wanted to change things up a bit, so
I really like it.
So they had these qualifying matches on 205 Live the past couple weeks. Like they had Leo Rush against Kalisto. Kalisto won that. They had Akira Tozawa and I think Drew Gulak. Akira Tozawa won that. And then they had who's the other guy in the match?
I'm not.
It's Tozawa. It's Buddy Murphy. It's Leo. It's Kalisto and somebody else.
And Hideo Itami.
Hideo Itami beat Cedric Alexander. So that's how that happened. So now we have Buddy Murphy defending against Hideo Itami, Kalisto, and Akira Tozawa.
This match I feel like it's going to be pretty good. I mean, obviously it's going to be on the pre-show, so it won't be probably seen as much by, the casual viewer, but I think it still should be pretty good.
I mean, I don't know if it's going to be on the pre-show. I think they should put the SmackDown Tag Team title match in the pre-show.
Yeah, I agree with you.
It's just a random match.
I feel like they should. If it was me booking it, I would probably kick this match off to start the show.
Definitely.
Because you definitely got to start it off with high-flying, explosive action.
Yeah.
But going into my prediction, I don't really see the title changing hands, so I'm just going to say Buddy Murphy wins. And if it does change hands, then the best guy I could see it winning is Hideo Itami, but I just think they're not going to give it. Buddy Murphy isn't going to get the belt off. So I think Buddy Murphy is going to retain the championship. I just don't see them taking it off him, and I don't see a reason why they would take it off him.
I don't know. I'm not a fan of Hideo Itami. He just kind of bores me.
They built him up, really in NXT. Then he got injured.
He was fine in NXT. I was like, okay, he's cool. He's cool. He's got a good moveset. And then, I don't know, he just got boring.
I don't think they just gave him enough. He didn't have enough time to get built up, really, in NXT.
Yeah.
But,
he was fine when he was on the main roster, before the GTS got banned.
Yeah.
But after that, he kind of just went downhill for me. And I'm just like, he's whatever.
He's just another disappointment that I feel like WWE could use more.
But Buddy Murphy, definitely the best cruiserweight of them all.
For sure.
Now that Mustafa Ali's not there anymore, Cedric Alexander is still in that category, but Buddy Murphy is number one of the cruiserweight division at this very moment. And I don't think there's a cruiserweight in that spotlight who's going to take the title away from him anytime soon. I think he's going to hold that title for a very long time.
Yeah, me too. I mean, why would they take it off him too? I mean, he's had phenomenal matches.
Absolutely.
I mean, especially with Mustafa Ali. I mean,
absolutely.
It's been awesome.
Their match with Survivor Series was great.
I know. Honestly, the cruiserweight division, I feel like they should just break it up at this point, honestly. But so far it's doing okay.
They have a new cruiserweight that they just brought in, and Drake Maverick just said they're bringing in more people to 205 Live. They just signed. I don't know if you know this guy, Humberto Carrillo from NXT. He's Raul Mendoza's tag team partner in NXT.
Alright, I see. Well, I mean, anything to spice it up a little bit and make it a little bit more interesting, that would be good.
Yeah. It's definitely someone you would not expect to be signed, but Drake wants to bring all these new stars in, and I guess they're really not that popular, but they can get there if they wanted to.
I mean, they just gotta show us what they can do. I mean, if they could put off good matches with Cedric Alexander and Buddy Murphy, then everything's perfect.
Humberto had a match with Buddy Murphy this past Tuesday night when 205 Live. He actually put up a good showing.
See, there you go.
Yeah. I mean, the crowd wasn't really into the match because it was.
Well, it's 205.
It was right after SmackDown.
Yeah.
And it used to be on Wednesdays, and then they just moved it back to SmackDown because the Mixed Match Challenge was over.
Yeah,
so.
maybe it's because it was a city too.
It could be. Because usually the cities are kind of crap.
Yeah.
But I'm going with Buddy Murphy. As well.
Yeah, I agree. I'm probably.
Buddy Murphy's not losing that title anytime soon.
Yeah. Okay. Moving on.
next match
is Rusev versus Shinsuke Nakamura for the U.S. Championship.
I did not want to see this again.
Yeah, me neither.
After Rusev won the title, which I'm glad he did, because he needed it, and Shinsuke was a boring champion. I was not expecting this match to happen again. What did Vince say, like, in Triple H? Like, there's going to be no more rematch clauses. You have to earn your way to the top. You're going to earn your way to more title matches. But, like...
Look what happened.
I guess Shinsuke is he's just been pissing Rusev off lately with the whole Lana thing. And it triggered Rusev.
Yeah.
And I guarantee you Rusev asked for this match. Because why else would he want to fight Shinsuke?
Yeah.
Because he supposedly fell on his wife.
It's a stupid storyline. I think I'm not into it at all. And
Rusev's gonna win. Shinsuke's not gonna win.
Rusev's gonna win.
Rusev's gonna win.
I think they probably should have put Andrade Cien Almas in this match.
Oh, what do you mean?
Maybe
You mean Andrade?
Andrade. Just Andrade. Yeah.
They
changed his
another name dropped.
Another one.
Andrade Cien Almas. What's wrong about that name?
I don't know. It's just
Andrade. I mean, we get used to a lot of these names. Like they had Alexander Rusev, then they had Antonio Cesaro, then they had Big E Langston,
Adrian Neville.
There's so many. Elias Sampson.
Yeah.
But now we're used to these names of Elias, Cesaro, Big E, Rusev. I mean, I guess I could get used to Andrade.
It's good for some of them, but I feel like for Andrade Cien Almas, it doesn't really work as well.
I'm more used to calling him Andrade Cien Almas. I can't call him Andrade.
I mean, right now I'm calling him Andrade Cien Almas right now because I'm just so used to him when he was in NXT.
And speaking of Andrade, I just got to bring this up real quick. His rivalry right now with Rey Mysterio is absolutely the best thing on SmackDown moving forward.
That's why
besides the WWE title match with AJ and Bryan, I mean, you can't get any better than this.
That's why I said, why don't they
remind me so much of Rey Mysterio and Eddie Guerrero. I mean, I can't even tell you how awesome this is. The match they had on SmackDown this past week, probably the best match you're going to see on TV all year long. It's probably going to be one of the top 10 matches of 2019, no doubt.
Definitely.
This was a WrestleMania-worthy match. And this should be the U.S. title match at WrestleMania.
I was going to say, speaking of that should be the U.S. title match at WrestleMania.
They just announced that they're going to be fighting again on this Tuesday SmackDown, except this time it's 2 out of 3 folks.
Yeah, that's going to be really good.
Okay, that's definitely going to make the show.
And that's why I say, why don't they have Andrade Cien Almas or Rey Mysterio in this match so they could build up that feud into WrestleMania?
Right.
Personally, for me, I would have put Mysterio in this matchup and have Mysterio win the U.S. title, so eventually Andrade wins it at WrestleMania.
I mean, I think I see Andrade taking the title. Not that I don't want Rusev to lose the title so soon, but
it's just.
I mean,
I don't feel like he deserves it.
I want to see Andrade, Cien Almas, and Rey Mysterio for the U.S. title at WrestleMania. Kick that match off kick the WrestleMania off with that U.S. title match. I mean, come on, man.
It would be a disgrace if they put that match on a pre-show.
Absolutely.
And maybe they could make it a stipulation match too.
They could do that as well. They could do maybe mask versus hair. I mean, I don't know.
That's what I was thinking, but yeah. For going back to the match, my prediction is Rusev. I mean,
obviously.
They're not doing anything with Shinsuke right now. He just fell off. So moving on to our next match, we're gonna have The Bar versus Shane McMahon and The Miz. Now, The Miz and Shane McMahon, I don't really get this duo too much.
This was just randomly paired up.
They just threw them together.
Miz was literally just, I don't want to say he's been riding Shane's dick, but he's like literally sticking up to Shane.
Yeah.
He's been trying to act like a baby face for so long now.
Yeah.
And he just wants. He wants to call them the best tag team in the world, and I'm just not buying it.
Me neither. I mean, you already know. You already know.
I wouldn't mind seeing Miz as a baby face. I really don't. Because it's something new, something fresh. We've seen it before and it kind of failed, but it's been many years since it's happened, and I like to give it another chance.
Yeah.
I mean, I would love to see a face Miz versus a heel Daniel Bryan.
I don't feel like they're doing it the right way though with Shane McMahon and whatnot.
Yeah, it's just random.
I mean, I could already tell.
Knowing WWE and these random tag teams they have, you know they're gonna give the titles to Shane and Miz.
Yeah.
Obviously.
I mean, they had Curtis Axel.
But then again, who the hell wants to see a 50-year-old Shane McMahon as a SmackDown Tag Team Champion?
Exactly. I mean, we've had teams like this before, like Curtis Axel and Bo Dallas. How long did they last? A few months? You already know that eventually Miz is going to turn on Shane McMahon in the end.
It's supposed to lead up to a WrestleMania match.
Yeah,
Is what it says.
which is stupid.
Which no one cares about.
Why?
But then again, it could be a good match because we said the same thing about Shane and AJ, and look what happened. It was like the best. It was like the best match at WrestleMania 33.
But it was different then.
Although
I
it was
feel like
random, it ended up being a fantastic match.
It was. I'll admit, but I just feel like it's used it isn't used right here because they could utilize these tag teams so much better. Why don't they have Sanity? Why don't they have Sanity in the title match?
Or the club.
I
mean, come on. I want to see Gallows and Anderson as the champs again.
Exactly. I mean, they're just not utilizing these tag teams right. And right now, tag teams in the WWE are it's terrible. I mean, they're utilizing like some of them.
I mean, they're just springing up heavy machinery from NXT.
Yeah. And it's
possibly going to SmackDown, hopefully.
But what are they going to do with them? Who knows?
Build them up, I guess.
We'll see.
Make them the top tag team on SmackDown.
We'll see. But these tag teams they need to pick it up. I mean, Shane McMahon and The Miz versus The Bar isn't what I want to see.
No, I don't want to see it either.
But anyways,
I guess we're going with Shane and Miz.
I'm going with Shane and Miz.
I really would be surprised if they end up losing the match and Sheamus and Cesaro retain.
If they are,
unless it's some kind of screwy finish where he costs Shane the victory, or Shane costs Miz the victory.
They're not doing that early. Come on.
It could be an accident. You never know.
I know, but you already know probably like mid towards WrestleMania, Miz is gonna cost Shane McMahon the titles, and then they're gonna have their match at WrestleMania.
Yeah. All right. Well, moving on to our next match.
Let's go to it. Asuka versus Becky Lynch.
Okay. Now here's where it gets good. What did I say in the beginning of the video? We have some WrestleMania-worthy matches on this match card. First, you have Asuka and Becky Lynch for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Then we have Ronda Rousey and Sasha Banks. That's going to be a clinic. And then we have Daniel Bryan and AJ Styles again. And then what's the other one? I can't really think right now.
Yeah,
it's
a pretty good card.
It's just gonna get. Oh man, Finn Balor and Brock Lesnar. That's man.
You know what I like too is that Brock Lesnar said himself that he wanted to fight Finn. So Brock Lesnar's gonna try extra hard.
Himself. He literally handpicked himself. When they were doing that Fatal 4-Way match on Raw, he handpicked himself, Finn Balor, to be his opponent at the Royal Rumble.
I really
you gotta give props to Brock.
As much as I don't like him as champion, I give him props for that. Cause
when he wants to wrestle, he'll wrestle. JD even said it best.
Yeah.
Because he put on a great match with AJ Styles. He put on a fantastic match with Daniel Bryan. You can only imagine what he's going to do in the ring with Finn Balor.
It's going to be really, really fun. I hope...
Demon or not, it's going to be a clinic.
I hope Finn's dressed up as a demon.
I hope so, too.
But, alright, we got to go back to Asuka and Becky Lynch.
Asuka and Becky Lynch. So, the thing that kind of confused me at first, that threw me off, they did announce this match at first, and then Paige just randomly tweeted that she didn't have permission to put this match up, to make it official, because I guess this was before, the Authority came back, and then they said you're relieved from your duties, or SmackDown GM or whatever. So they canceled the match, and then they eventually just make this triple threat match with Carmella, with Becky Lynch and Charlotte.
It was a pretty good match.
It was a good match, and then of course Becky Lynch wins because we all saw it coming.
She's the man,
obviously. So now Becky Lynch is getting her rematch with Asuka at the Rumble, and it's gonna be a fantastic match.
It's gonna be a good match, but I'm gonna go with Becky Lynch winning. And
really?
Yeah, I'm going with Becky Lynch winning just because, I mean,
but why? Okay, but why would you want Becky Lynch to win if she's gonna go after Ronda Rousey?
Because you
want her to be a double champion.
Honestly, I think they're gonna unify the belts because they said that they want Ronda Rousey to be on SmackDown since they're moving to Fox and everything. So I just feel like unifying is the best way so they could have the division on both sides. Like JD said.
Right.
I feel like it'd be more interesting too. Like, why don't they have, so it could lead up to Charlotte versus Becky Lynch versus Ronda Rousey at WrestleMania. That'd be perfect.
That's the match we all want to see.
Yeah, that's the match we all want to see. So,
or Becky Lynch and Ronda Rousey.
For sure. I prefer the triple threat, but I'd be okay with that too. But
Yeah.
I'm going Becky Lynch.
And that has to main event WrestleMania because they've been saying for years they want the women to main event WrestleMania.
And what better way than to have that match?
Exactly.
But I'm going Becky Lynch. I mean, Asuka's she's kind of screwed in this situation, let's just say, because if she loses the title,
Then she's obviously going to the Rumble.
Not. And who comes to your mind when she could face someone at WrestleMania? Nobody.
I mean, the only thing that comes to mind is Asuka and Charlotte too.
Yeah, but why would they have that when Charlotte's feuding with Ronda Rousey?
I don't know, but who else can you do, honestly?
I know. Well, I feel like Becky Lynch is winning. Who are you going with?
I have to go with Asuka.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Asuka.
Our first disagreement.
Either way, we know the loser of this match is going to the Rumble regardless, because we know WWE's gonna do that. So yeah, I'm going with Asuka, and you're going with Becky Lynch.
Yep.
So why don't we talk about the other women's match, the one I'm most excited for, Sasha Banks.
And what's funny about this is that just like how Brock said he wanted to face Finn, Ronda said she wanted to face Sasha.
And now we're both getting those matches. Sasha Banks.
I've been wanting this match.
She is all over
She's all over this room.
She is literally all over this.
And rightfully so. She is the boss.
I'm like not even kidding. She is all over this room. Oh man, I love Sasha Banks, man.
A lot of people do. I don't blame you. I like Sasha Banks a lot too.
Sasha's babe, man. Come on. I mean, how can you not disagree?
How can you not like?
How can you not agree with me?
Yeah.
You can't disagree with me. Sasha
can't.
Banks. So Sasha Banks is facing Ronda Rousey for the Raw Women's Championship. I would absolutely love if Sasha is the first woman to dethrone Ronda and hand Ronda her first loss in WWE. I mean, that would put Sasha at the top, just like that.
That would.
We've been saying for months. Oh, they treated her like shit in 2018. She hasn't done shit.
We even mentioned that in our video of going over it.
She's been feuding with the fucking Riot Squad.
She's been with Bayley.
With Bayley. Then she was feuding with Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville.
For no reason.
They didn't do shit.
They didn't do anything with her.
And now they're turning things around for 2019.
Finally making things better.
They're bringing women's tag team championships. Well, by the way, are freaking beautiful.
Yeah.
I love the designs of them.
You know, why did they make the women's tag team champions so great? But why they couldn't
They couldn't do the same for the men's.
Yep. Or like the regular women's titles.
Yeah. So, man, if Sasha wins, she's automatically gonna be.
Either way,
she's gonna be talked about for
sure.
for days, for weeks, for months, possibly a year. You never know.
You never. Either way,
I want Sasha to be at the top again. I really do.
I agree.
And she needs to have a longer.
She needs to have a long title reign.
A longer title reign than 2 weeks.
Yeah. Cause I'm so sick of her winning the championship on a Monday Night Raw.
Nothing aggravates me more than hearing Michael Cole say she's a 4-time Raw Women's Champion, and as much as that, I'd love to hear her. I love hearing that. At the same time,
it doesn't feel.
She barely held the title, so it's like.
I know.
It's been shit.
All it was she won a title on Raw, and then right when she goes into the pay-per-view, she loses it. Like, are you kidding?
That can't happen. If she wins, she has to have the title at least 6 months.
She was such a good champion in NXT.
Absolutely.
Such a good champion.
Absolutely.
Why can't you have that on the main roster? But
so I'm going with Sasha Banks. I don't know if you're gonna go with Ronda.
Well, I mean, I'm going with Ronda Rousey because
really?
I did say that the triple threat match, and they're going to unify the titles, obviously. So I'm going with Becky Lynch retaining and Ronda retaining. I feel like Ronda is probably.
They're definitely probably going to progress with the storyline with Becky and Ronda and Charlotte. But hey. Yeah. You never know. It'd be a huge surprise if Sasha Banks wins.
I mean, either one.
I mean, I would mark the fuck out.
I know.
The little kid inside me would come out. Like, I'd be like, oh, holy shit, Sasha Banks won. Oh my god. You know, like. Yeah.
I mean, either way, I'd still be happy because I like Sasha Banks a lot.
I love her.
Sasha Banks is so talented. She's one of the best women's wrestlers right now.
I mean,
she's got the glasses.
I have proof right here. Come on.
Legit boss.
I'll words the whole rest of the video. I don't even care.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Go ahead. I'll make myself a boss.
Let's move on to our next match. There's a lot of good matches, but this is gonna be a good match. Daniel Bryan versus AJ Styles.
Okay, so at first when Daniel Bryan turned heel on AJ and won the title,
I was a little bit confused.
Yeah, I was a little bit confused, but now I see why they did it.
It's really good.
It's definitely getting a lot better. The
I
story.
love what they're doing with the
okay.
concession stands.
At first, I was like, I don't know how I feel about this. But then, like, as the weeks went by and they just went by, I'm like, wow, they're really doing good with the storyline. Like, you know, you have Bryan attacking AJ attacking Bryan.
Bryan going after the fans.
Yeah, and then AJ, he goes to the concession stand. He's handing free T-shirts to the fans. Hey, I would like to be one.
I would have loved a T-shirt. But...
And then this guy, he comes in with a hoodie, or he has a hood on, and you don't know who it is. These guys were.
It's CM Punk.
It's CM Punk. No, it's the go. No, I'm kidding. It's not CM Punk.
No. I wish it was.
He's wearing jeans and he's wearing a black hoodie. And you're like, who the hell is this? And it's obvious, like, who the hell is gonna target AJ besides the champ? So Daniel Bryan comes out. He assaults AJ in front of the fans, and it was great. AJ puts him to the table. Bryan's covered in mustard. It was funny. And before that even happened, the previous week, Daniel Bryan, he fucking threw a hot dog at this fat slob. JD mentioned it too. I was like, what the hell, bro? That was so random.
That was funny.
That was so funny too.
And not only that, he also threw the drink. And the week after, he got covered in mustard.
Exactly.
I've been loving this feud. I've been loving this feud.
It's been getting great, and the match they had at TLC was fucking
phenomenal. If that match was good, how do you think this match is
How you gonna top that?
Yeah.
Just watch. You watch the Royal Rumble next week. Daniel Bryan, AJ Styles, WWE Championship on the line.
It's gonna tear the house.
If this doesn't end up being one of the best matches of the year, then I'm gonna be very, very disappointed.
I hope it's not like Shinsuke versus AJ at WrestleMania.
No, it can't be. It can't be. Daniel Bryan's way better than Shinsuke. That's just my opinion.
For sure.
So I'm going with Daniel Bryan to retain. I can't see AJ taking the title back.
I have to agree with you on this one. I think Daniel Bryan's gonna retain. Who's gonna feud with Daniel Bryan? We'll see. I mean, I still don't have a clue right now.
I know Andrade is probably gonna go up to U.S. title when Rey Mysterio. We all want to see Andrade.
I wouldn't mind either one.
I would love to see Andrade turn face and take the title off of Daniel Bryan.
Me too.
That'd be great.
I like that too, but I don't really see that happening too much. We'll have to see who Daniel Bryan feuds with.
Mustafa Ali, our boy
Mustafa Ali.
There you go. Mustafa Ali.
That'd be perfect.
It makes sense. He came out. He debuted on SmackDown. He lost the match. He lost his match, but he's been getting better. He pinned Daniel Bryan in a tag team match, so it makes sense. If Daniel Bryan wins at the Royal Rumble,
Ali has to win at WrestleMania.
Ali is automatically in line for the WWE Championship at the Elimination Chamber. I mean, come on now.
He has to win at WrestleMania too.
He has to win.
That'd be perfect.
Absolutely.
And that, like I said, that might bring up more cruiserweights to the main roster finally. Because
if they have Mustafa on SmackDown, you gotta bring Cedric to Raw. You have to. You just have to.
But moving on from that, well, honestly, I feel like they should have been a Falls Count Anywhere match since they were brawling like throughout these weeks all over.
They could end up doing that.
They could. That would be nice. But I already said I'm
Daniel
going Daniel Bryan.
Daniel Bryan it is. Okay.
All right. Next match. You're just talking about this Brock Lesnar versus Finn Balor.
Another match we're excited to see. Woo, man.
This is probably one of the most stacked Royal Rumbles.
Once again, we mentioned it before. Brock wanted this match, and he's getting it. Finn wasn't expecting this. And what did they do to Finn Balor?
They treated him like shit throughout the entire year.
No, they treated him as if he debuted again.
Yeah. And all he was doing was feuding with Baron Corbin.
And what I mean by that is when he made his Raw debut in 2016, when the brand split started again, he won 2 matches in one night. He won a Fatal 4-Way, and then he won. He beat Roman Reigns in the same night. And then they ended up doing the same thing 3 years later. He wins a freaking Fatal 4-Way. No, he beats Jinder Mahal in a qualifying match, and then he wins the Fatal 4-Way by pinning John Cena.
I just feel like it's kind of weird.
Cena put him over.
I like that.
It was great.
Cena's been pulling over a lot of guys recently, which I like. But this is gonna be a really good match. I hope he brings out the Demon for this.
Can you imagine
the Demon versus the Beast?
Can you imagine if Finn Balor brings out the Demon and he beats Brock and he takes the Universal title back? Man,
can you imagine like the matches they could have at WrestleMania with that Finn Balor versus anybody they have?
Hey. Right you know what? I was just thinking about this too. If Balor does beat Brock, and Seth wins the Rumble, you had Seth and Balor, Demon Balor, Seth Rollins, 2 at WrestleMania, Universal title. I mean, come on, man.
Perfect. But you know
Absolutely,
what's
that'd be
ironic
brilliant.
about that? What's ironic about that is that they were in an Intercontinental Championship triple threat last year at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
So.
And you never know. A year later, they could end up feuding with the Universal title.
I honestly
That'd be
love
great.
that. But I don't see it happening. I don't see Vince doing that. I'm gonna have to go with Brock. But I feel like this match is gonna be great because Brock actually wants to fight him. And when you got a Brock that's willing to fight, you got a really good match.
Absolutely. So.
You're going with Finn?
I'm going with Finn.
Okay. You know, I mean, I'd prefer that, but I'm just gonna go with my gut, and I'm gonna say Brock.
Okay. All right. I don't know. I think we just have the Royal Rumble matches.
Yep. Here we go. All right. Let's
start
women's
with
one.
Women's one. I think the men's one is gonna main event this year since the women had the spotlight last year.
But let's take a look at some of the participants. All right.
So go over the women's Rumble first.
There's gonna be Natalya so far, Bayley, Ember Moon, Ruby Riott, Sarah Logan, Liv Morgan, Mickie James, Alicia Fox, Mandy Rose, Sonya Deville, and Zelina Vega. That's 11 so far that I know. There's obviously going to be a lot more.
They haven't announced any more?
No, not that I know of, but there probably is going to be.
They could probably end up bringing.
They're going to have
some legends back.
They're going to bring back. They're going
to bring people from NXT. We
obviously
know that. I could see Shayna Baszler if she loses the title to Bianca Belair at TakeOver.
Which is going to be another thing I'm excited for.
I could definitely see Shayna debuting at the Rumble.
I think that's going to happen as well. I mean, why not?
Yeah.
Even if she is champion, why not?
Or what they did last year, before I get to the men's Rumble, they had Andrade, when he was NXT champion at the time, he came in at the Rumble as NXT champion, and they did the same thing with Ember Moon. She was NXT Women's Champion. She came in at the Rumble.
But, yeah, going on that.
So you never know. If Tommaso Ciampa beats Aleister Black, you can see Tommaso Ciampa in the Rumble. Or you can see Aleister Black in the Rumble.
Going on to the predictions, I think Kairi Sane's going to be in there, obviously. Shayna Baszler.
No doubt.
I think, who's the UK Women's Champion right now?
Rhea Ripley.
Yeah, I think she's going to be there. Maybe Toni Storm could be in there, possibly.
Toni Storm's in there. She's got to. I mean, I don't see that happening, but she's got to be at least in the Final Four.
We'll see. There's definitely going to be a lot of NXT talent coming up, which I'm excited for. Probably Dakota Kai, for example.
Oh, can you imagine if she's in there? Man.
I think they're going to have... I think they should bring back less legends. Because they just brought back too many last year. I understand it, too, to hype it up, but...
I mean, I was excited to see Trish and Lita, but...
You might see them in this year's, but I think they should tone it down.
Kelly and Molly Holly.
Kelly was terrible in last year's Royal Rumble.
Yeah, it was just...
it was fun.
But Trish and Lita, I was fine.
Trish and Lita, I'm okay if they bring them back. Molly Holly, maybe. But, who do I think is going to win? I'm going to have to go with Charlotte. Honestly, I think Charlotte's going to win.
I said Asuka was going to stay champion, and I'm sticking with my gut, and I'm going to say that Becky Lynch is going to win the Rumble.
I love that, too.
Because, JD said it himself. If Becky's in the Rumble, she has to win it. Because if she wins it, then she goes on and she fights Ronda for the Raw title at WrestleMania.
She either has to retain or she has to win the Royal Rumble. There's no...
If Becky is in the Rumble and say Nia Jax is part of the Final Four,
or she's got to eliminate.
Or what if Becky and Nia are the final two?
And Tamina.
Can you imagine if Becky takes out both Nia and Tamina to win the Rumble?
That'd be great.
I mean, that would do big wonders for Becky Lynch.
Well, she's already a top draw.
I know, but she's gonna be talked about for
a
so
long time.
For a long time.
And just imagine her beating Ronda Rousey at WrestleMania.
Just think about it. Becky Lynch, she eliminates both Nia Jax and Tamina to win the Royal Rumble, and not only that, but she defeats Ronda Rousey in the main event of WrestleMania, and she moves over to Raw as the Raw Women's Champion. I mean, come on. Who wouldn't want to see that?
There could be two options here. Like I said, Charlotte could win, and at the Elimination Chamber, there could have a qualifying match to see. Yeah. And Becky could win that one, or Charlotte could win that one, depending on how the scenario goes.
Absolutely.
So
they could do that.
I hope they do something here. I think Charlotte and Becky are the top two to win it. I don't see anybody else winning.
Anybody else. Maybe Ember Moon.
I doubt it.
Maybe.
I see her.
They could put her in the Final Four.
I see her more winning the Women's Money in the Bank.
Okay. Yeah.
But they should put her in the Final Four at least. with Nia Jax and
Okay, so
Becky.
I'm gonna go with Becky, and you're gonna go Charlotte.
Yep.
All
I'm
right.
going with Charlotte.
So let's go to the main event. We have the men's Royal Rumble match.
Let's see who's in there.
I think there's like 20
Yeah.
people announced.
Should be. All right, there's a few. There's John Cena, Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins, Samoa Joe, Finn Balor, Drew McIntyre, Kofi Kingston, Big E, Xavier Woods, Apollo Crews, Baron Corbin, Elias, Jinder Mahal, Jeff Hardy, Bobby Lashley, Andrade, and Mustafa Ali.
Okay.
We've got
One thing I gotta say first. This is Mustafa Ali's first Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
He's gonna be the underdog.
I think he's gonna show up like number 1, 2,
If
or
he
3.
shows up at number 1 or 2, I think he's
gonna be like.
I think he's gonna last as long as Finn Balor.
I agree.
He's gonna last as long as Finn Balor.
I agree.
Finn Balor lasted like 58 minutes last year.
Yeah.
Mustafa Ali can probably beat that record, or he can at least get close to that record.
Yeah, I feel like that's gonna happen. Obviously.
Yeah.
R-Truth being number 30.
Okay, R-Truth and Carmella, they won
Yeah.
the Mixed Match Challenge. I don't get that stipulation. Whoever wins the Mixed Match Challenge is automatically number 30.
I
in the Royal
don't
Rumble.
get. They should make it a mystery.
That just ruins the whole purpose
It
of
gives
the
away
number
everything.
30 entrant. Number 30 is supposed to be a big surprise.
I could see them doing something stupid.
They could still very well do that.
Yeah.
Hell, I was saying before, they could have R-Truth come out number 30. They could have Carmella come out at number 30.
And it'd be kind of a big
But
surprise.
let's say none of them come out, or let's just say, I don't know, they can't make the flight, or they
Wait a minute.
or they come out at a later.
How
entry
about
or whatever.
this one? What if somebody attacks one of them and
Okay.
it turns out to be like a return?
Yeah, or it could be a debut. Yeah,
I could see that happening.
I
but
can see that too.
I doubt it. I mean, imagine this.
Knowing R-Truth, he could probably
Yeah.
come out at number 1 thinking he's at number 30.
Yeah. Oh, that would be fun. I hope that happens.
That would be hilarious.
That would be yeah. But honestly, if it were up to me, I'd have R-Truth get taken out, sort of like when Mick Foley returned and took out Randy Orton.
Or when Curtis Axel came in, and let's say he's still in the freaking
Yeah, he's
Royal
still
Rumble
in
after all these years.
Actually, no, he got eliminated the year after.
Oh yeah, true.
He ended up getting eliminated.
But he still says, "Oh, I'm still undefeated in the Royal Rumble match for 3,000 something days."
He's probably gonna be in this year's Royal Rumble.
Oh,
I could maybe see that.
Of course, it's the B team. What do you expect?
B team, go.
So they can, yeah, they can end up doing that.
I mean, dream scenario. R-Truth gets attacked, and then lights go out. Kenny Omega comes out.
Yeah, if only.
But isn't he with AEW
They're
now?
saying he's gonna be signed with AEW. I don't believe it yet. I'm not gonna believe anything yet until I see it.
Until it happens.
Until I see raw news or rumors are saying that Kenny Omega has signed with AEW. Then
But
I don't believe it yet.
If Kenny Omega is in the Royal Rumble, he has to win. He has to.
He has to. Yeah.
No way. I mean, how?
Who else is gonna win besides Kenny Omega?
He's gonna walk out if he just gets eliminated by Drew McIntyre in like an unfashionable way.
Okay, the fans would be fucking pissed.
Yeah, they would. But let's just say Drew McIntyre, or not Drew McIntyre.
Yo, if Omega does come in number 30 and Seth is there, imagine Kenny and Seth, the final two. Yo, I'll be like,
Mustafa Ali also has to be in there, though.
Okay, imagine the final 4 being Kenny Omega,
Drew
McIntyre, Seth Rollins, and Mustafa Ali.
Perfect.
That's the perfect
That's
final 4 right
perfect.
there. Yo.
That would be perfect.
Oh
and
my God.
final 2 being Rollins, Omega. Omega has to win, though.
Yes.
He has to.
Yes.
Come on, there's no exception. But if Omega isn't in there,
I don't know what else they could bring.
well, I mean, we gotta let's think of, before we say who's gonna win. Let's think of some guys that'll return. I feel like they're gonna debut. They're gonna.
Let's talk about some NXT stars. I see Velveteen Dream being in there.
Adam Cole's gonna be there again.
EC3. I mean, EC3
technically.
EC3. There's.
Yeah.
I mean, it's obvious.
Maybe Lars Sullivan.
He'll come out number 3.
Maybe Lars Sullivan, possibly.
Possibly.
I could see Adam Cole being in there, or maybe
Again.
one of the members.
I mean, hey, they brought in Adam Cole last year. They could probably be in, I don't know, Kyle O'Reilly.
Yeah, who else?
Roderick Strong.
Tommaso Ciampa.
Yeah, Tommaso Ciampa.
Johnny Gargano.
Gargano.
I mean, there's so many possibilities.
Ricochet.
Ricochet, I love that.
Man.
Can you imagine a Ricochet and Mysterio standoff? Jesus.
Ricochet, Seth Rollins.
Ricochet Rollins or Ricochet Cien Almas.
Ricochet, Finn Balor.
There's
So many possibilities.
It's amazing.
Oh my god.
But yeah, I feel like those guys. As for returns, because you gotta have some guys return.
You gotta have
It's kind of tough to think of it.
The only one I could possibly
I could
think of
see
is Batista.
Nah, I really
That's
don't
the only
see
one I
that.
can think of.
I could see MVP coming back, maybe.
It's a possibility. Yeah.
I could see.
I wanted this last year. I'm gonna say it again. I want RVD to return.
I agree.
I
like
love
for him to
RVD.
return.
I've always been a fan of RVD since ECW.
One that I like is for John Morrison to be in there, but of course
He's the Impact World Champion
Yeah.
right now. There's no way that's gonna happen.
Could be another possibility. That's tough. I don't think they'll bring back.
Bray Wyatt's got to return.
Oh yeah, that.
He hasn't been seen on TV since he lost the title to Matt Hardy.
I agree. Well,
Bring Bray Wyatt
maybe
back.
he could be in the tag team match with Harper and Rowan, and maybe attack the bar after they win. Maybe. But I'd rather see him in the Rumble if it was up to me. But I think Styles is gonna be in there, obviously.
Obviously, yeah.
I think Rusev might show up. There's gonna be a lot of guys showing up, but all right. Who I think's gonna win? I think it's gonna be McIntyre. Honestly, I feel like Vince wants more.
Vince has been pushing for McIntyre
Vince
to be the
has
top guy in WWE,
and I feel like
since he
it's
came back.
It's gonna be McIntyre versus Brock, with Brock being the face, which
a
little bit weird. There's two guys I could see it winning, unless Omega's in there. But there's two guys. There's McIntyre, who I think is gonna win personally, and Rollins.
And Rollins. I go with Rollins. Rollins. I mean, I gotta be honest here. Okay. Ambrose. I still love Ambrose. I'm never gonna stop loving Ambrose. He's my guy. I know that. But since he came back,
Fake Bane.
I haven't really been a fan of Ambrose since he came back.
Honestly,
the only thing that really hyped me, that really got me,
was when he
excited,
won the IC championship.
Was when he helped Rollins win the title back at SummerSlam, and then he had that incredible tag team match with Seth Rollins against Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre, Hell in a Cell.
Yeah.
That was a great fucking match.
I mean, I was a little bit excited when he won the IC championship, but they did nothing with that. They just lost it.
They didn't do anything. He dropped the title to Lashley. Lashley's now the champ.
It's stupid. Are they gonna have an IC championship match at?
The only thing I can see happening is Ambrose and Bulls could rematch clause, but they know they don't do rematch clauses. Ambrose could probably still ask for that match, and then I don't know, Vince give it to him. I don't know.
It could happen.
If that happens, I'd just say Lashley's gonna retain, because why would Lashley drop the title so soon?
I honestly, now that I think about it, I'd love for Leo Rush to be in the Royal Rumble.
Hey, that could still happen.
I'd love for that to happen, but besides that, I gotta go with McIntyre.
I'm going with Seth Rollins. Rollins has been the face of Monday Night Raw for many years. He proved it last year, and he's still going. He's still going.
I would love for Rollins to win too. Rollins is my favorite.
Oh,
wait a minute. We're talking about debuts. I didn't even mention this guy on my t-shirt. Aleister Black.
Well, we did mention Aleister Black before,
but we didn't mention him right now. So I think he's going to be probably debut.
Possibly.
I hope.
Possibly, yeah. I can't see him. I can't see them making him a two-time NXT champion. I just can't.
I don't see it either.
I see Ciampa retaining.
Yeah, me too. But that's about it for our Royal Rumble predictions.
Ricochet, Johnny Gargano, NXT North American Championship. What do you got?
For that, it's gonna be a good one. I gotta go with Ricochet. I think Johnny Gargano's gonna go to the main roster.
Unless Ciampa helps Gargano win the title.
They
could do that.
They could do that. I just don't see it. I think Ciampa and Gargano should debut, with Ciampa being on Raw and Gargano being on SmackDown.
Yeah, they could do that.
I feel like they should just do that. But
Undisputed Era War Raiders. NXT Tag Team titles. I gotta go with War Raiders. I gotta go with War Raiders.
Yeah, I feel like Undisputed Era is really close to being on the main roster.
They've been in NXT for a little while now. So I think
they better use them right.
I think it's time for them to take the titles.
They better use them right too. Not like what they're doing with Sanity right now. They better use them right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be pissed if they don't use them right. You've got so much talent.
Right.
And all those guys. That would make me mad. What else?
I guess I could see them feud if they win the titles. They could feud with Street Profits. They could feud with Forgotten Sons.
Yeah, they could.
I mean, they have some good options there.
Yeah. But this Royal Rumble prediction is slowly turning to TakeOver predictions.
But then again, we had to talk about TakeOver.
We have to too, because TakeOver is king.
Absolutely.
What else? There's Shayna Baszler.
Shayna Baszler, Bianca Belair. I've been a fan of Bianca Belair for so long since she debuted in the Mae Young Classic.
I hope Bianca wins.
Bianca's gonna win.
That's what I'm going.
Bianca's gonna win. Shayna's gonna be in the Rumble. Simple as that.
Simple. Any others?
No, I think that's it for TakeOver.
Well, Aleister doesn't have a match, does he?
He's fighting Ciampa.
Okay. Yeah, we already talked about Ciampa.
So there's only like 5 matches. I think we pretty much talked about everything.
Yeah. All right. That's about it.
There's one more match. They re-announced Matt Riddle and Cassius Ohno. Matt Riddle. Come on.
All right. I think that's about it. I mean, it's gonna be a fun weekend next week. I mean,
I am so
I'm
pumped for
excited.
the Royal Rumble. Royal Rumble is my favorite pay-per-view of all year long, no doubt.
Hopefully the go home show is okay. We get a little bit more detail.
I can't think of what they announced for Raw tomorrow. I don't know.
They announced Naomi versus.
Obviously Brock is gonna be there. Obviously Finn's gonna be. They could have a face-off.
Yeah.
Possibly.
They announced maybe Finn could be the demon, but they announced Naomi versus Mandy Rose, which is.
They announced Rey Mysterio, Andrade, 2 out of 3 falls. That's gonna main event the show. That's gonna be talked about for weeks.
Yeah. But going back to Naomi and Mandy Rose, I don't get that feud.
I don't get it either. Mustafa Ali and Samoa Joe.
That's gonna be another good match. Samoa Joe, they need to utilize him better this year too. He needs to be IC or not IC.
He at least needs to win the US title.
US title. Or IC championship.
Eventually down the road they'll make him a WWE champion. Eventually.
They just need to use him better.
They had so many chances with his feud with Styles.
Yeah.
He could have took the title at Super Showdown. He could have took the title at Hell in a Cell, but they didn't do it.
Yeah. All right, I think that's about
that pretty much wraps.
Yeah.
This is a long video.
Yeah, this was a long video. Rightfully so. It's the Royal Rumble.
Guys, if you made it all the way to the end of this video, props to you, because this is almost an hour long. I've never put a video up this long in such a long time.
We have so much to talk about.
There's so much to talk about.
I'm so excited for the Royal
Rumble is going to be fantastic.
This honestly,
TakeOver is going to be fantastic.
Honestly, I haven't been this excited for a Royal Rumble in a while.
In many years, yeah.
This is like they stacked this card up. And
absolutely.
The Royal Rumble is my favorite pay-per-view of all time.
Sasha better win. I'm telling you right now. If Sasha don't win,
we'll see. We'll see.
Just
I hope. I mean,
I'm a fan of Ronda. I love Ronda, but she's got to drop the title to Sasha. She's got to drop the title to Sasha.
Eventually. I'd love for Sasha to win though.
Yeah.
But we'll see what happens. I mean,
hey, nothing will please me more than seeing Sasha as a dual champion.
How about this? Sasha Banks wins it, right?
Right.
And Finn Balor wins it. That would be incredible.
Okay. They were mixed match challenge partners, so
that'd be incredible.
And they are really good friends in real life, so I mean, yeah, it'd be great.
That would. I don't see that happening. But
yeah,
I love it.
Like I said, nothing will please me more. Yeah. Sasha Banks, Raw Women's Champion, and the first ever Women's Tag Team Champion with Bayley.
I agree. And in the WWE, you can't really be too sure about things.
Yeah.
Honestly. Look at the Jinder Mahal won last year. Which title was it? The U.S. Championship, I think.
WrestleMania.
Yeah, WrestleMania. You never know what WWE can do.
They could possibly have anything up their sleeves, honestly.
But should be a really good card.
Absolutely.
Like we said, we're excited for it. We hope you guys are excited for it too. And the Royal Rumble.
That's gonna be it. I mean, I really have nothing else to say. We talked about pretty much everything we could possibly talk about.
Road to WrestleMania. I'm pumped.
Absolutely.
Well, that about does it.
That about does it. Once again, you made it all the way to the end of the video. We applaud you. Props to you. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Why don't you go ahead and I usually say RKO that like button out of nowhere, but I'm gonna go. Why don't you curb stomp that like button out of nowhere for the man Seth Rollins? He's gonna win the Royal Rumble. He's gonna take the title off of Lesnar at WrestleMania, or he could face Balor. No matter.
Better yet, I'm gonna give some props to Brock and say, why don't you F5 that like button? Because he decided to go for Finn. Yeah, because
he like I said, he handpicked himself in Balor, so it's gonna be a great match. I mean, come on now.
So whether you F5 or whether you curb stomp that like button,
or Claymore kick the like button, no matter. No matter. Man, I'm just looking at this picture of Roman Reigns. I just want Roman Reigns to come back. Come on. I think he'll come back in 2020. They said 2020 or 2021. I think it's gonna be 2020.
I hope so. I'm praying. I miss Roman Reigns.
I miss Roman Reigns too.
I wish you. This is the one year where I'd actually want him to be in the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
But
that's gonna be it. I got nothing else to talk about. 44 minutes. 44 minutes, guys. This is gonna be a long video to upload.
We'll make sure to do.
This is gonna take a long time.
Yeah. We'll make sure to do the reaction video.
Oh yeah, we'll do our reaction video possibly sometime next week.
Yeah.
We'll see. Yeah, I got nothing else to say. This is it.
Well, we'll see you guys.
So, my name is Silent Reviews. This is Daniel, and we will see you all next week following the Royal Rumble. And we'll recap everything that happened and from TakeOver Phoenix and the Royal Rumble. So we'll see you all